The finisher is the most important move in a wrestler's arsenal, and therefore the most important move in a match. An ideal finisher should be spectacular, compelling, exciting, and effective. If a move meets those requirements, then it will surely be one of the best finishers out there. 5. Bianca Belair's KOD. One kiss from this finisher signals the end for anyone who opposes Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair's KOD is not only the best women's finisher today, but also one of the best finishers in WWE history. We're talking about an impressive move, as Belair uses her massive strength to lift any opponent and then sends them to the mat, causing a huge, devastating impact. This finisher looks great, is outstanding among women, is convincing and especially effective, as no one in the main roster has ever kicked out of the KOD. This finisher is amazing, and so is Bianca Belair. 4. Brock Lesnar's F5. The F5 is one of the most impactful moves in the history of WWE. Brock Lesnar is one of the most dominant wrestlers of all time, and one of the reasons why is his finishing move, the F5. When this beast performs his F5 with so much power, it's pretty much impossible to keep fighting, and that's why this is one of the most effective moves in wrestling history. Lesnar takes his opponents to Suplex City, which seems devastating enough, but after that, he hits his F5 to put his opponent's lights out. 3. The Undertaker's Tombstone Piledriver. The Undertaker used several finishers during his career, such as Hell's Gate, the Chokeslam, or the Last Ride, and they were all great, but none as cool and iconic as the Tombstone Piledriver. With this move, the dead man caused devastating damage to his opponent's head, sending him to rest in peace. The Undertaker is arguably the most iconic wrestling character in WWE history, and the Tombstone Piledriver fits him perfectly. 2. Randy Orton's RKO. The RKO is without a doubt the most adaptable finisher of all time. This list would be incomplete without Randy Orton's RKO. We are talking about one of the coolest, most devastating finishers of all time. Orton can hit his finishers out of nowhere. When nobody is expecting it, he can even use it to counter an opponent's move, and this makes his finisher unpredictable and unique. As if that wasn't enough, the RKO looks painful and convincing, as the victim takes a lot of damage in the face, head. 1. Steve Austin's Stone Cold Stunner, a finisher that helped define the Attitude Era. Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He had a unique personality and was extremely charismatic. So it's no wonder he captivated millions of fans around the world. His finisher, the Stunner, is actually a pretty simple move and doesn't look painful, but still, it's arguably the best finisher in WWE history. Well, Stone Cold executed it in a special way, with charisma, with beer flying, and it's also worth mentioning that wrestlers like The Rock always sold this finisher in an epic way, and that's what made it popular.